And the AAP chief, Arvind Kejriwal, also tweeting, saying with the arrest of Gopal Italia, there's huge anger in the Patel community in all of Gujarat. Now, there are, of course, various aspects to this. The National Commission of Women chairperson, Rekha Sharma, who's filed that complaint on the Gujarat AAP leader's derogatory comments and objected to the kind of language used. We're just going to run you through some of her earlier tweets. Now, remember, Gopal Italia's purported video is also an old video from about 2018. And hence, just a quick look at some of these tweets by Ms. Rekha Sharma. Again, far from parliamentary language being used against them, against political leaders as well as a former army chief too. That's something we'll be taking up with the political panelists joining us on the discussion now. The Aam Aadmi Party's national spokesperson Atishi is with us, as is PKD Nambiar, supporter of the BJP. Atishi, let me begin with you and ask you, given the nature of the language we've heard, is it the AAP's contention at all that this video has been doctored in any way? And if not, then do you personally, and also as a spokesperson for your party, find nothing objectionable at all about what the AAP Gujarat chief has said?
I think what we need to understand is that this entire matter has nothing to do with that video. Why? Number one, that video is at least 4 years old. Two, shockingly objectionable statements have been made in the recent past by multiple BJP leaders. Just a few days ago, Bharatiya Janata Party minister from Uttarakhand made such strongly objectionable statements against Hindu goddesses. A Bharatiya Janata Party member of parliament from Delhi was abusing the Delhi chief minister in a program, but no action is taken. So it has nothing to do with the content of what is being said. The fact of the matter is that Bharatiya Janata Party for the first time is facing a strong competitor in Gujarat in the form of Aam Aadmi Party, and they are doing everything possible to derail the Aam Aadmi Party campaign. Number two, you must remember that Gopal Italia has come out of the Patidar movement. Now, the Patidar movement has been the strongest opposition that Bharatiya Janata Party has faced in Gujarat. So there is a strong anti-Patidar element in all actions of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And you can see the fact that a Patidar is now a leader of the Aam Aadmi Party in Gujarat, the president of Aam Aadmi Party in Gujarat. Aam Aadmi Party's popularity is rising. And that is the cause of the harassment of Gopal Italia and other leaders that are happening. You will note an interesting thing. For example, if the problem was the video and something objectionable was said and it was deemed worthy of criminal proceedings, why was that done in Delhi? Gujarat has its own police. It is because today Bharatiya Janata Party knows that arresting a Patidar leader in Gujarat, an Aam Aadmi Patidar leader in Gujarat, will bring the Patidars onto the streets.
Okay, fair enough. Lots of points there, and I want PKD Nambiar to take them up one at a time. PKD Nambiar, first of all, on the subject of, the BJP and its relationship, rather difficult relationship with the Patidar community. The Aam Aadmi Party is now capitalizing on the fact that you've acted, the NCW has called the police, and now a Patidar leader is in police detention. Is that going to sort of, harm the BJP in any way?
The politics is not about just holding a press conference and not answering the question what you asked even to Atishi just now. That does she support that video? Whether it is 4 years back, 5 years back, 10 years back, 100 years back, doesn't matter. The only question is that does she support that kind of a video wherein he is using abusive language against the Prime Minister of this country? That is the first question. Where is the question of comparing that with another hate speech or another comment by another person? Will that make it right? Another thing, that Aam Aadmi Party chief of Gujarat, how he has been now suddenly been made as a Patidar leader. So just say that Aam Aadmi Party in Gujarat only represent the Patidar community. If that was the case, then just say that we are a Aam Aadmi Party Patidar within the bracket in Gujarat. I think Patidar community may be an influential community in Gujarat, but they don't They are not the only community in Gujarat. If a political party which is only trying to represent only one community and trying to use or misuse that particular an arrest into their political favor, I think that is going to be a flat on their face. They are going to fall flat on their face in this case.
Okay, fair comments.
I think
and
there are three takeaways.
Yes.
Two, three takeaways. One, if a person a political leader, irrespective of any political party, who is using abusive language, secondly, using abusive language even against the woman, and Atishi as a woman representative of woman face of Aam Aadmi Party is not even able to criticize that particular person and his act, at least that act, I think there is something, a major spelling mistake in the Aam Aadmi Party's overall political posture.
Okay, fair enough. Mr. Nambiar, you made your point. Let Atishi respond to all those various points that you've raised over there. Is this entirely then just about the Patidar community? And Atishi, I have to say, PKT Nambiar makes a fair point when he says, why the whataboutery? Why bring it? If we're talking about the Gujarat AAP chief, do you personally stand for what he said? Can you defend the terms used? Setting aside the timing, the fact that it's an old video, all of that, on the surface of it, is this acceptable language?
Okay, first of all, let us be very clear. What has he said? Mr. Gopal Italia has himself said, C stands for clean. Does Mr. Nambiar have a problem with that? Mr. Gopal Italia has repeatedly said that. Does Mr. Nambiar have a problem with if anyone is calling the Prime Minister clean? Let him answer that. Gopal Italia has made his clarification that this is exactly what he said. Number two, I want to ask Mr. Nambiar, does he stand by what the Uttarakhand minister said about Hindu gods and goddesses? Should he answer that question? The kind of language that was used, does he stand by what Pravesh Sahib Singh Verma said about the Delhi Chief Minister? Please answer that, Mr. Nambiar. Has the Uttarakhand minister come out and said anything? Has he apologized to the Hindus? Has Pravesh Sahib Singh Verma come out and apologized to the Delhi Chief Minister? Has he given any clarification about what he said? I challenge NDTV. Can you even show the kind of language that Pravesh Sahib Singh Verma has used? You will not be able to show it on your television screens. The kind of abuses he has used.
PKT Nambiar, I think we've done enough programs and we have hate trackers, and there's been a lot of reportage on this to show precisely how the level of political discourse has really deteriorated, and let's say the ruling party, equally culpable, if not more, in that situation. But to that larger point that Mr. Nambiar is making, about, why is the AAP singling out Gopal Italia's identity as being from a particular community and saying that all of this shows the BJP's sort of rather complicated relationship with that particular community? Is that the thrust of this?
It is very clear. Why is Gopal Italia being singled out? He is being singled out because he is a leader of Aam Aadmi Party and because he is a Patidar. And Patidar youth are mobilizing behind him and coming out openly in support of Aam Aadmi Party. It is a fact that Bharatiya Janata Party has strong negative sentiments, that the Bharatiya Janata Party hates the Patidar community, given the fact that the Patidar community led the largest movement against the Bharatiya Janata Party in Gujarat. And now, because of Gopal Italia, the Patidar community is mobilizing behind the Aam Aadmi Party, supporting the Aam Aadmi Party in the upcoming elections, and that is why Gopal Italia is being singled out. That is why all kinds of allegations are made against Gopal Italia every day for the past couple of weeks. Some new random fake allegations.
So, PKT Nambiar, PKT Nambiar, the AAP is making this point that the BJP is worried. 27 years of incumbency is a long time. Here, finally, there is another political party on the horizon that is shaking things up. Is that why the BJP is going after the AAP's leaders in the state?
BJP was really worried, according to Atishi in Uttarakhand. BJP was really worried even in Goa. BJP was worried all across, even in UP. I mean, the Arvind Kejriwal supposed to become the chief minister of UP. Yogi Adityanath could not have been there anywhere. He could have gone to somewhere else in the Himalayas. So I think that is political. Let's come back to what she asked me, one or two questions, and I would like to answer that first. One, she said that whether it is a BJP leader or an Aam Aadmi Party leader, a political party, even if you are representing a political party, you should have the courage to say a spade as a spade. And I would say that if a political leader from Uttarakhand has called somebody, made a wrong remark against the Hindu god and goddesses, I not only condemn that, I don't accept such kind of a people in politics. Why Atishi is still talking about?
Why are you not speaking out against it? Why is your party not doing anything? Why is your party not taking action against Pravesh Shahid Singh Verma? The kind of abusive language used by Pravesh Shahid Singh Verma. Why is Bharatiya Janata Party not taking action against Mr. Nambiar? Why is Bharatiya Janata Party not taking action against Pravesh Shahid Singh Verma?
I don't want
your problem.
I have to call this to a close. Unfortunately, neither of you can be heard.
This is unfair. This is very unfair.
Okay, quick last comments, Vikiri Nambiar. I have to wrap this up.
Okay, I'll just quickly tell you this. I think the politics, you should play politics where politics needs to be played. When somebody is making a wrong statement against the woman, somebody is making a wrong statement or a bad word, abusive language, then beyond the politics, if it is a responsible
Unfortunately,
political party,
whataboutery seems to be the prerogative of all political parties, Mr. Nambiar. I'm going to leave it at that.
Ankita, Aam Aadmi Party was supposed to be the change maker. Why don't they become the change maker? Let everybody is corrupt. Let everybody, BJP, Congress, everybody is bad. Why are they falling into that part?
Why are you singling out Gopal Italia? Because he's a Patidar leader. Please answer that, Mr. Nambiar. Why are you singling out Gopal Italia? Because he's a Patidar. Because he's a leader of Aam Aadmi Party. Are you going to throw Pravesh Shahid Singh Verma out of your party? Is Delhi police going to act against Pravesh Shahid Singh Verma?
One quick last question, Atishi. We also heard the National Commission of Women chief saying that she was actually worried that there could be violence, that Mr. Italia's tweets could have in fact got more people to their offices, and that's why the police was called. Quick last comments on that before I wrap this up.
Okay, I don't want to say anything about the National Commission for Women. The kind of anti-women misogynist statements that the NCW chairperson is known to make. I have never in the history of the National Commission or any commission for women seen that kind of language. Just of late, the Suhag Raat comment that she made was absolutely shocking. And if anyone has any respect for women, then promptly action should be taken against the current chairperson of NCW. But the problem is not that. The problem is that Gopal Italia is the Patidar face of Aam Aadmi Party.
All right, yes, you made that point already.
Bharatiya Janata Party.
All right, we leave it at that. Thank you both for joining us on this program.